Hello friend, today I will discuss a very important topic from biostatistics. The name of the topic is sampling method. In the previous lecture, I discussed that from any population, generally under biostatistics, we try to estimate some value related to population. Those estimates are generally known as parameter, but sometime when our population size is very large or infinite, under that condition it's very difficult to collect all the informations from the population. Under such case, we generally try to get some sample from the population, and on the basis of analysis of those samples, we generally try to interpret the population. So this is very important topic. Before starting this topic, I I will try to discuss on few important terms related to sampling methods, and the first term is itself the sampling. Sampling is a process of taking a subset of population for analysis to make an inference about the population from which the samples are taken. So, as I discussed in the initial part of this lecture, we are generally collecting sample from the population for making any inference about the population, because in certain case when our population size is very large, it's not possible to approach all the individuals from the population. So in such case, we generally try to take few samples from the population, and after studying, analyzing those samples, we generally try to make an inference about the population. So sampling process is very important. If our sampling process will be erroneous, then under that condition our inference about the population will be wrong. So this process is very critical under biostatistics. Now come to the second term. This is population. Several times I discussed about the population. The definition of population is a bit different in the case of genetics, in the case of statistics. In terms of genetics, you will find different definition for population, but here under statistics, under biostatistics, the definition will be different. So in statistics, population is the aggregate of objects, animate or inanimate, under study in any statistical investigation. So under any statistical investigation, population is the all aggregate of objects. Those objects may be animate or inanimate. So all elements, individuals, items or objects whose characteristics are being studied under any statistical investigation, all those are the size of population. Now I will discuss the sample. What is the definition of sample? Sample is a portion of the population selected for study. So under any statistical analysis, any statistical investigation, sample is the part of population that are selected for a study. A sample is a smaller but representative collection of units from a population, and those are used to determine truth about the population. So the size of sample is very small, but they represent the population. Now I will discuss the main objective of sampling. There are mainly two important objectives of sampling, and the first is to obtain the maximum information about the characteristics of the population with the available resources at our disposal. So the first aim, the first objective of sampling is to get maximum information about the population. And the second objective is to obtain the best possible estimate of the population parameter. By using sampling concept, we generally try to get the best possible estimate of population parameter. There are few limitations of sampling, and the first limitation is if a sample survey is not properly planned and executed carefully, the result obtained will not be reliable. So sampling process is very important. If your sampling survey is not properly planned and executed, then your result will be erroneous. The second limitation of sampling is an efficient sampling scheme requires the services of qualified, skilled, and experienced person. So for doing sampling, you need service of qualified and skilled personnel. With the help of unskilled personnel, you can't do sampling process. And the third limitation is sometimes the sample survey might require more time, more money, and more labor. Sometimes the population size is very large, so under that case our sample size will also be large, and several times we need to collect several informations from the samples. So the sampling process will be very tedious, and that will require more time, more money, and more labor. Now I will discuss few more terms, and the next term is survey. Survey is the collection of information from the elements of a population. Survey may be of two types. One is census survey and the second is sample survey. First, I will see what is a census survey. A survey that includes every element of the target population is called a census survey. So under census survey, we include every elements of the target population. Thus in census survey, desired information on each and every element in the population is recorded. And the second type of survey is sample survey. A survey that collects information from a portion of the population, that is known as sample survey. So with the help of sample survey, we can do our job very quickly. Now I will discuss principle of sampling. These are three main principles of sampling. The first is law of statistical regularity, and it means that a group of objects chosen at random from a larger group tend to possess the characteristics of the large group. So if your sampling process is okay, if your sampling process is good, then in that case, if a group of object is chosen from larger group, then that sample will represent the characteristics of the large group. The second principle is principle of inertia of large number. It told that As the sample size increases, the results tend to be more reliable and accurate. If you will increase the sample size, in that case, your result will be more reliable and more accurate. The third principle is principle of validity. It tells that a sampling design is termed as valid if it enables us to obtain valid estimate about the population parameters. Next, very briefly, I will try to see different methods of sampling. Sampling method could be probable sampling or non-probability sampling. Under probability sampling, the different examples are simple random sampling, systematic random sampling, stratified random sampling, cluster sampling, multi-stage sampling, multi-phase sampling. Different examples for non-probability samplings are convenient sampling, judgment or purposes sampling, quota sampling. So in the next video I will try to discuss all those different examples of sampling. So thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much.